VBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great MBTA video blogs, and tons more. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now is 8:05 in the evening, Belleville, Massachusetts. It's Thursday, June 29, 2017, and it's still cloudy, about 71 degrees, a little humid. It's going to go down to about 65 tonight. Tomorrow, more humid. The weekend's going to be 90. And the rabbits are out in full force. And please don't go near rabbits because they're wild and they're going to run away. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. Gordon Hayward has announced to the judge he's opting out of his contract. He could be Boston Celtics bound. Also, Blake Griffin is meeting with the Phoenix Suns, and there's also been reports that he might be out into December with a big toe injury. John Calipari, coach of Kentucky Wildcats men's basketball team, has reached out to the New York Knicks. He wants to be president of basketball operations. I bet you he'll leave Kentucky for that. He'll also be the coach. They're probably going to fire Jeff Hornacek if that happens. And James Brown of CBS Sports, who hosts the NFL Today, has lost 74 pounds. He was up to 293 pounds, but he lost 74, 219, and he's getting slim and trim. 2 more pounds he loses, he'll be a slim, trim 217, like Playboy Betty Rose, the late WWE preliminary wrestler. And that's about it on news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash with my third video blog subject of the night, which is about the top 10 best MLB rivalries of all time. First, hear this. Tomorrow on RVBN, 3 more video blogs for your entertainment. First video blog will be about 430, the documentary series by ESPN. Second video blog of the day is why Marvin Miller, the former Players Association director of Major League Baseball, should be in the Hall of Fame. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about the top 10 list of the top 10 best NHL defensemen in history never to win a Norris Trophy. That'd be the last top 10 list for a while because it's going on hiatus. But the return of the personality profiles on Saturday. July's going to be great with video blogs. Time now is 8:08 in the evening, Belleville, Massachusetts. I am back. My third and final video blog subject of the night is about the top 10 best Major League Baseball rivalries of all time. These rivalries have been awesome over the years, some memorable games. And here they are, number 10 on this list of the top 10 best Major League Baseball rivalries of all time. The Philadelphia Phillies against the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. This was one of the heated rivalries in the National League East. The Phillies and the Pirates combined to win 15 NL East championships between 1969 through 1993, and they would play 18 times a year, most years, and all of those games were barn burners, especially at the end of the season where the division was on the line. When they had realignment in 1994, the Pittsburgh Pirates went to the National League Central. It basically killed the rivalry. They only play 6 times a year, even though they're in the same state, Philadelphia. That's so sad. Number 9 on this list of the top 10 best Major League Baseball rivalries of all time. The LA Dodgers against the Cincinnati Reds. In the 1970s and 1980s, the Dodgers and the Reds were kind of the two best teams in the National League West, and like the Phillies and the Pirates, 18 games a year they would play. The Reds and the Dodgers combined it for over 15 NL West titles between 1970 and 1993. When they had realignment, the Reds went into the National League Central. Basically, this rivalry was killed off because of realignment. They met once in the playoffs in 1995. The Reds swept the Dodgers in 3 straight in the division series. Number 8 on this list of the top 10 best Major League Baseball rivalries of all time, the New York Yankees versus the San Francisco Giants. This rivalry dates back to 1920s when both the Yankees and Giants shared the Polo Grounds for a while. They would meet in several World Series, with the Yankees coming up on top most of them. The last World Series the Yankees versus Giants played in was in 1962. Number 7 on this list of the top 10 Major League Baseball rivalries of all time, the New York Yankees versus the New York Mets, which started in 1997 with interleague, and every year the Mets and the Yankees play an interleague series. Now they play 2 games at Yankee Stadium and 2 games at Citi Field. This rivalry reached a fever pitch in 2000 when the Mets and Yankees met in a Subway Series, the first Subway Series in 44 years. It was fueled by Roger Clemens throwing a bat at Mike Piazza. Number 6 on this list of the top 10 best Major League Baseball rivalries of all time, the Boston Red Sox versus the Tampa Bay Rays. This rivalry started in 2000 when the Rays, who were one of the worst teams in baseball, when Pedro Martinez was roughing them up, and it's been hot ever since. It reached a fever pitch in 2008 when the Rays beat the Red Sox in the American League Championship Series. The Red Sox almost came back from 3-1 down, and they play 18 times a year, and it's real fierce, these games. Number 5 on this list of the top 10 Major League Baseball rivalries of all time, the Texas Rangers versus the Houston Astros. The stars of interleague series in 1997, and it's been a good interleague series into 2013 when the Astros moved to the American League West, and they play 18 times a year. The past few years, the Rangers were dominating the Astros, but it's been the other way around. And this rivalry probably get heated up if and when they meet in the playoffs. It seems like rivalries in Major League Baseball reach a fever pitch when the playoffs start. Number 4 on this list of the top 10 best Major League Baseball rivalries of all time, the LA Dodgers versus the New York Yankees. It started in the 1940s when the Dodgers faced off against the Yankees in the World Series. When the Dodgers were the Brooklyn Dodgers, the Yankees dominated the Dodgers when they face-to-face in the World Series in 1955 when the Bums won. The last World Series the Brooklyn Dodgers and the New York Yankees met was 1956 when they had that perfect game by Don Larson, and it got revived in the 1960s when the Dodgers swept the Yankees out of the World Series in 1963. They had 2 memorable World Series in 1977 and 78. The 3 home run game by Reggie Jackson. 1981, the Dodgers beat the Yankees 6 games to win the 1981 World Series, and they haven't met in the World Series since, and they've had a few interleague series. Number 3 on this list of the top 10 best Major League Baseball rivalries of all time, the Chicago Cubs versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Two Midwestern cities. It kind of reached a fever pitch in 1964 when Lou Brock was traded from the Cubs to the Cardinals. And with these two rivalries since 1969, they've been in the same division and reached fever pitch in 2015 when Cubs faced off against the Cardinals the first time in the playoffs. Number 2 on this list of the best Major League Baseball rivalries of all time, the LA Dodgers against the San Francisco Giants. It started in New York when it was the New York Giants versus the Brooklyn Dodgers. 1951, the Giants won the pennant by beating the Dodgers in a 3-game playoff when Bobby Thompson hit the home run. In 1958, both the Giants and the Dodgers moved to the West Coast. LA Dodgers and San Francisco Giants, and they had a playoff in 1962 to determine the National League again, and ever since they have had awesome division games. Rivalries just heated up. 18 games. I would love to see the Dodgers and Giants again do battle in a playoff series. And number 1 on this list of the best MLB rivalries of all time, the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. It started in 1920 when the Red Sox ownership sold Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees for $125,000. Yankees dominated the regular season series from the Red Sox for years and years. So many classic Red Sox Yankees games. Joe DiMaggio, Ted Williams over the 40s and 50s. It got a little bit down in the 60s when both teams stunk. In the 70s, it heated up in 1976 when there was a big fight between the Red Sox and Yankees. Spaceman Bill Lee injured his pitching arm and wasn't effective during that season. 1978, the Yankees came back from 14.5 games down to have a 1-game playoff when Mike Torres gave up a home run to Bucky Bleeping Dent. The rivalry kind of cooled off in the 80s and early 1990s, but it reached a fever pitch in late 1990s when Roger Clemens went to the New York Yankees. They met in the playoffs for the first time in 1999. Yankees won 4-1. They had another great playoff series in 2003. Red Sox almost broke the curse, but it was the infamous Game 7 of Pedro being left in too long, which cost Grady Little his job, and Tim Wakefield giving up a gopher ball to Aaron Blinkbean Boone in 2003. Reached new heights in 2004. A-Rod was supposed to go to the Red Sox, but it was shot down by the Players Association. And then the Yankees make a deal to get A-Rod, and it just A-Rod and Veritek, and then the 2004 League Championship Series when the Red Sox were 3-0 down and were one of the only few teams to come back from 0-3 down, first in Major League Baseball history, and they broke the curse. These rivalry games continue to heat up. They've been down a little bit in the 2010s, but they're going to start up again soon because the Red Sox and Yankees are so good. That's the best Major League Baseball rivalry of all time. I'll be back tomorrow, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus with 3 more video blogs for your entertainment. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Pudding Guy. Molly Rose Blood, WCCOX, and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so signing, she's the best. Amy Squeezy's awesome. Amy Linda Church of WPIX Channel, New York, Sachawaking Cougars. Had the best legs in New York City, bar none. Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11, Sweet Southern Accent, best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. Wayne Clare of WHGH Channel 7 in Boston is awesome, best legs in Boston. Lisa Bell of News 6, Orlando, Florida is awesome. She's Julie Breton's BFF forever, and Lisa has nice legs. And Alia Woolley of WABI Channel 5 in Bangor, Maine rocks, and she's got the best legs in Maine. Bye bye. See ya.